So for this snack, you don't want to do anything too crazy. So you're going to sit over your heels, come to lie down on your back for a minute, and just track your neutral spine in space. So you'll feel the base of the skull sinking into the floor, then you feel the cervical spine come away. Just experience the weight of your thoracic, the rib cage sinking down. And then again, this lift in your low back and another point of contact with the sacrum. We're going to take that right leg into the chest. Give yourself a little squeeze, rolling through the hip joint a little bit. And just extend the leg long. Interclasp the fingers again behind the thigh, and we're just going to knead the tissues back here. Option to extend through the left leg if you'd like. I'm just kind of warming up the back hamstring manually. Give it some self-massage. And then we'll activate through the big toe mound and just start to reach up towards the sky. Where can you get extension before it starts to really hurt your hamstring? So just let's play with that. And then when you find it, let's start to push the femur of the right leg into the interclasped hands. So we're dropping the right hip, just lowering that down. Try to relax your right hip crease. There's an activation through that right big toe mound. Then roll the shoulders backwards and down. And grow the back of your head across the floor, getting nice and tall. Good, and then we're going to bend that leg, take it out. Without the help of the hands, you can put your arms by your side and just hold it here. And the idea is to pull the inner heel towards the face as much as we can. And then hug the knee in towards the armpit. So right knee, right armpit. Right inner heel towards your face. From here, we're going to take the left leg up, bending the knee, and then let's take that right shin towards the chest. Start to move the right knee away. So it's quite active, even though we're lying down, we're passive. Really strengthening the hips here before we open them up. You can relax the left foot, lick your lips, rub them together. Swallow. Create a sense of like luminosity at the back of the palate, the soft palate. And think of that light just beaming through the crown of your head. And now we're going to help this along a little bit. You can grab for the foot with your left hand, right foot, and start to move the skin away. So creating a nest here with that right thigh and just gently pushing it away as you continue to gently draw that left knee in towards you. So they're kind of working in opposition. And then we're going to float that left leg down, lift the shoulders off the floor, and hook the left arm around the right foot. Make sure it's flexed. You want to keep your ankle in a neutral position. And then we'll scoop this around. You can interclasp your fingers or grab for the wrist. And just allowing ourselves to get into these little outer hip regions. You can extend that left leg long. Of course, if this is too deep, there's all these other variations. You could be here also. So just choosing the one that feels safe, feels productive. You don't want to hurt yourself, so we just want to listen to that. Yeah, and then we'll just allow this knee to descend, like draw it down towards the left hip crease, and we're going to start to move the knee up towards the ceiling. And let's do 2 more like that, just opening that up a bit. Good. Now we're going to grab for the opposite edge of the foot here with the right hand and just allow the knee to come down towards the floor. And if you would like to just explore this range of motion, try to touch the toes down. If you really want to reach the heel away from you, and ground through the ball of your foot, pressing the heel away. You can let the left hip lift here. And then reset. Now we're going to take the left arm, come up and over. If it's reachable, you can grab for the outer foot with the left hand. And then we're going to try to scoop the elbow onto the inside of the leg and just play here a little bit. You can create this pump, kind of scooping that shoulder blade onto the inside aspect of your right thigh. And maybe you work in various degrees of extending through that right leg. Deep breath in. Exhale to surrender. And then we'll slowly just unravel that. Placing the leg down on the floor. Extend through both legs and let's just drop into the sensations. Feel how one side is experienced differently than the other. And I have no plans to leave you like that, so we'll pick up the left leg. Interclasp your fingers, draw it into your chest. You can start with a bent leg or a straight leg. Give yourself some circles of movement. Notice if it's easy for you to find this even range of motion, or if there's any places that feel stuck, just go over those sections. Let's breathe that leg up. Let's draw it into a place where you don't feel such a demand on the hamstring, wherever that might be. And just kneading things a little bit here. Warming it up. And then, yes, we'll go into our interclasp. Extend through the big toe mound. And start to then press that left femur in towards the hands. Imagine you're standing in the center of the room with this right foot, so toes are pointing straight up towards the sky. Creating some space between your hip crease, or creating space between your waist and your hips, if that makes sense, your waist and the top of the leg. And then from here, I'm going to slowly start to come into external rotation. So the inner left heel is going to reach up towards the face. We're drawing the left knee away as much as we can on our own steam. Arms by the side is fine. And then we'll take this right leg up, start to pull it in towards you. So now we have the help of that leg really to isolate and create some contraction in the hips. Getting this silent strength, building a silent strength. And then you can grab for your foot. Start to press into the belly of the left inner thigh and move the skin away towards the knee. And just playing there. If you don't feel anything, that's okay. You can start to then raise your head up and then cradle the arm, cradle the foot with the arm. Interclasp your fingers or grab for the wrist and then extend through the right leg. I always find that that gentle downward pressure of the right heel really allows the thoughts just to melt away. You just descend, resting your mind, just resting it on top of your heart. Now we're going to slowly start to just change the grip here, bending the knee. I'm start to take this take the left heel into towards the right hip crease, keeping it flexed without sickling, keeping it flexed, and then just draw that knee up towards the sky like a flag post. Good, and then from here we'll grab for the outer edges of the foot, draw that knee down towards the floor, just letting the right hip lift. Let it be nice and free. And then just start to extend through that left knee. Maybe scooping the toes under, maybe not. Good, and then from this point we'll take the right arm up and over. See if we can grab for the outer edges of the left foot and swim the left shoulder to the inside of the left hip. And peek onto the other side. And we can start to just move the skin of that inner left thigh in and down towards the knee and the heel. Lengthening out through the heel of the foot if it feels like you want to explore more space. Now just breathe into this. Good. And then we'll slowly unravel. Floating your feet back to the mat, you can tent the legs. You can take your arms out by your side and just windshield wiper your legs. And as they fall to the right, press into all the points of contact. You can let the left hip rise and just open up the front line of the psoas. And then switching sides, pressing into your inner right foot to lift. Drag the right frontal hip bone towards your face. Good. You can do another set of that or just rest here. Thank you for snacking with me. Now you can decide if you need a little bit more, or you can slowly roll to one side to come up.